Soulful and spiritual is one way of describing his music. This is Leon Hwacha, but he simply goes by Leon. Leon describes himself as a child of the world. His father is from Zimbabwe and his mother is Xhosa. He also spent some time living in Egypt.
I have to admit, when I heard your music, I didn't know who you were, but I heard your music and I thought, who is this? Who is this?
I think you're not the only one in this country that
Who is Leon?
That feeling. Everyone says the same thing about me. Apparently I came out of nowhere.
Give us the insights, Nyana. Who is Leon?
I'm a singer-songwriter. So I'm 23 years old. I am ethnically Karanga and Xhosa mix.
He says he only discovered he could sing when his music teacher pointed it out to him.
But I only discovered that I wanted to be in the music industry, particularly when I was about 10 or 11 and I was watching Dreamgirls. And that was kind of like my aha moment of going, I want to do that for the rest of my life. And I remember going to my father and going, Dad, I want to sing. And he was going, oh, sure, whatever. you know? But lo and behold, I'm proving him right, Dad. I'm doing it, Dad.
You're working as an independent artist. Why did you choose that route?
Well, like I mentioned before, I'm a control freak. So I need creative control and absolute creative control. And I'm a little impatient when it comes to getting things done. So if I want something, I want it done within a specific time frame. I want it done in a very specific way. And so the idea of handing over that control to a record company or handing over that control to someone else terrifies me. So that's why kind of being independent is entirely my trajectory, because there's an empowerment element to it. And also just this idea of owning our work. It's the land. It's the land that we keep talking about. This is the land. So it's not just umhlaba, physical umhlaba, but it's also our intellectual property. It's also our music, our works, our intellectual works. So yeah, that's why being independent is the way to go.
And it's paying off. He's been performing at some of the biggest festivals in the country, including Global Citizen's Next 100 Summit, which was held on Thursday.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine my little name next to the Beyoncés and the Jay-Z's and the Shoma Joses of the world? It's crazy. It's insane.
That must be such great exposure.
It is. It is. I'm so grateful, keeping in mind that I only released my debut project, my EP to be continued, in April. All of this has happened in a very short amount of time.
You might also see his face at Afropunk, another big event later this month. He's been shortlisted as a finalist for Battle of the Bands. Later today, he will find out if he made it. On top of that, his album, To Be Continued, reached over 50,000 online streams.
Your EP, let's move on to your
Yes!
EP. To Be Continued.
Yeah.
What's To Be Continued?
To Be Continued is a body of work that I put together after a show that I had at the Orbit last year. And I feel like a nobody now. I was a nobody then. Like, basically no one knew me. If you didn't know me then, oh my God. Put together a little show at the Orbit, and just the response that I received from people that came, and kind of the overwhelming support after conversations after the show, where they were like, where can you get this music, where can you get this music? And I just thought, okay, let me put together like a small little EP.
It seems like it's such a personal account of your life.
Around.
The themes that you tackle, it's some pretty serious themes, like mental illness. There's some, you touch on depression, you touch on a suicide in the family, right?
Yes, my brother passed away in 2010 and left no note, left no kind of indication as to why we were kind of blindsided. And I wrote my song Somebody as a response to that, and as a way for me to kind of process the death, and also for my mother, you know what I mean, to kind of soothe any of the questions that she had, or at least attempt to soothe any of the questions that she had, because it's what I imagine he would have felt in that moment, all alone and desperate and kind of in a foreign country without any of his family around him, you know, taking the plunge, the last plunge of his life. And that is where the song Somebody came from. Yeah, and then Black Sunrise kind of speaks of my own mental illness, my struggle with depression, and kind of how that all kind of plays out, and constantly feeling like it's light and dark, light outside, but your soul is in the depths of darkness. Put your mind right next to mine.
He says his music has touched a lot of his fans who continue to reach out to him on social media. And what's next for him? His debut album, which he will be releasing sometime next year.